Talking about more current things though, with Series 13 still in production, there have been a series of rumors floating around the internet in the last few days. I've taken a few sources from a fellow YouTuber, William Who, and a couple of tweets that I've seen online of people saying that they've bumped into spoilers and stuff like that. And I've tried to dig stuff out of various people on Twitter, and people are very tight-lipped. But from what I've been able to detect with my mind is that there is a possible secret character returning in Doctor Who Series 13. So that is one side of it. And then the other side coming from William Who is that there is the possibility that the Doctor could be meeting another Doctor in Series 13, but a Doctor we have not met. So not a Doctor who we know has a canon actor playing that role. So it could be a pre-Hartnell Doctor or a future Doctor that would be appearing alongside Jodie Whittaker for several episodes.
That's interesting. And that wouldn't be the Fugitive Doctor. That makes it even more interesting.
Well, I don't know if it wouldn't be the Fugitive Doctor, because as far as I'm aware, the relationship between Joe Martin and Jodie Whittaker is really good. They often tweet, Joe Martin often puts a couple of photos on Instagram of her with Jodie and stuff like that, and talks about being in the show and stuff like that. But I think we've spoken about her before, where she was asked if she would be returning, and she was like, "Oh, Chibnall, if you're reading this, give me a call. I'd love to come back," sort of thing. So I don't know if Joe Martin would actually be returning in Series 13, or if they are going to start introducing more unknown Doctors.
Perhaps this whole Fugitive Doctor is going to be a thing where the Fugitive Doctor and like the War Doctor is not just going to be one particular incarnation, but perhaps an era of incarnations. Maybe each series will see a different actor as this Fugitive Doctor from an unknown period in the Doctor's life.
Yeah.
And maybe that will be something that kind of recurs with different actors each time until it's all pieced together. Maybe that's what's going to happen. If that is what's happening, that means Chibnall is putting a very kind of long running story into place.
Yeah. What do you think to the idea of possibly introducing the 14th Doctor before we've actually seen the 13th Doctor regenerate into the 14th Doctor?
That's an idea I've always liked. I've always liked the idea. We've only really had it once with Capaldi appearing for like 1 second in Day of the Doctor, but I've always found the concept of introducing a future Doctor before the next Doctor to be a really exciting one, and it kind of honestly shocks me that they've not done it by this point, because to me, in a time travel show, it just makes so much sense.
What do you think, though? Would you want it announced to the public that that actor was playing the future Doctor, or would you like it as the reveal, as go, "Oh, they were the next Doctor all along"?
That's kind of how I would like it. Like, perhaps there's this vaguely mysterious figure who the Doctor encounters and who helps the Doctor in some way, and wonder what that was all about. And then they transform. Well, no, not transform, regenerate. Know your law, Harry. They regenerate into them and are like, oh, dang. So that's who that was. It was me, and now I'm them, and I have to do what they did.
But then do you then run the risk of then the next series just being a rehash of the first series, because you have to follow the adventures of the other Doctor from the other point of view?
No, that would just be like the epilogue of the regeneration, like post-regeneration. One of the first things we see is them doing that.
So you're not like regenerating at the end of the episode, then the next series they come back and they've got to go back and do all the stuff you saw them do in the last series. They could regenerate halfway through an episode and then go back and fix the things that they had to fix.
Or it could be the future Doctor in the series before regeneration. You see them popping up at various intervals. And then the next series, those happen again, but it's all from their perspective. And you see the whole adventure they were having surrounding that. And there are these two interweaving narratives that just conjoined at those very specific points. But other than that, completely different stories.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
That would be cool.
It just surprised me that they've never done anything like that before, but I suppose this could be, from what we've seen Chibnall do in the past,
too much.
This could very much be the time to do something like that.
Yeah, maybe it's something that would just take too much planning on a production side to kind of plan 2 series at once like that. Because my understanding with kind of how showrunners have operated previously is that they kind of plan it 1 full series at a time.
Yeah.
Maybe to try and take 2 series into account, and 2 years of production is just too much.
Yeah, perhaps. I also think because they've got a reduced episode run, that maybe the complexity of the series structure might not be so grand if they're having to strip back on the amount of time they can actually tell a big, grand, complicated story.